have always promised to update you on the deep sea mining lore as an ocean conservationist working in the trenches of it. And today I have both good news and bad news, and we're obviously starting with the good news because it's 2025. Now, the reason I'm so invested in this topic on so many different levels is because it's like stopping fossil fuel extraction before it starts. The industry hasn't started yet. That's why deep sea mining is the fight of our lifetime, and I have an entire playlist if you want to learn about the issue and become an advocate against it. The good news is that Antigua, Barbuda, and Romania have all joined internationally the country coalition that is calling for at least a 10-year moratorium on any deep sea mining, which is basically where countries are saying, like, we don't know enough, let's just pause for at least a decade. That brings us to 40 countries in the Moratorium Alliance. And the international fight against deep sea mining is going pretty well, like the International Seabed Authority's got new leadership. We've got this like growing swell of countries stepping up. We had many people call for moratoriums at deep sea mining, like many countries at the UN Ocean Conference this June. But in Trump fashion, the US is throwing a bomb into all of that. We have an entirely different issue on deep sea mining in the US. And this summer, Trump moved and partied with basically the deep sea mining billionaire and oligarchs. One of them is Gerard Barron from the metals company. The other one is Impossible Metals. And they've been essentially in bed together trying to fast track deep sea mining in the US. The last update I gave you was they were trying to do it off the continental shelf of American Samoa, which is an ocean colonization and ocean justice issue. And we activated to submit public comment. Thank you to everyone who participated. Now stay with me, but the most recent update is that the Trump administration has been trying to basically streamline the ability for mining companies to mine the seafloor. So used to be that there were two different applications you had to submit for permits, where you have to submit a permit to explore the deep sea, and then later, based off what you found, you are eligible to support or to apply for a permit where you extract from the deep sea. There's like this archaic piece of legislation from the 80s that we call DERSHMA that allows them to do this, which is quite unfortunate. But essentially, the White House sent a proposed rule to NOAA this week asking for that process to be streamlined. They're actually calling this the TMC rule because the metals company would be the first extractive corporation to have the permit where you can both explore and extract in U.S. waters. Now, NOAA's been folding the Trump administration a lot this year, so I don't have much hope that the TMC rule is going to be stopped. But the international deep sea mining debate is really progressing. Countries are stepping up because the U.S. is stepping down, and the International Seabed Authority is continuing to meet twice a year to call for additional research, moratoriums, and pauses, and have a precautionary approach, which is really led by the leader of the ISA, Leticia Carvalho, an oceanographer from Brazil. There's no actions associated with this update, but it's good to be informed, and I will always promise to update you on the deep sea mining lore.